Hello, everyone. This is Alejandro from Fractal Technology, community manager and certified blockchain expert. Welcome to our second showing of Fractal Fridays. Got a lot of information to talk about, um, and right now our our co-host is trying to join the call. He's actually contacting me right now, but we are live. So anyway, we'll just carry on, and hopefully he can join us. So let's first pull up from our reports, actually. Take a look. So on our weekly report from this past week, there's a lot of new stuff that has come up. Let's see if I can maximize this here. Well, anyway, I'll explain some of the points. Oh, okay, he just joined us. Fantastic. Rohit, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right, cool. So I just introduced, if you want to do your quick introduction.
Yeah, hi. I guess we are live now, right?
Yes, we are live.
Hey, so yes, welcome back, everybody. This is the second week we all are doing live session on YouTube. I am from Blockchain Noodles. My name is Rohit, and Blockchain Noodles is representing, the research that we are doing every week. We are integrating together for on-chain analysis. The latest report that you see on the screen right now, we are we are every week we are writing what's happening in the markets, and we are trying to analyze what can be done, thinking when we have this quality of information in front of us. Yeah.
Yeah, so Rohit, I want to go over your report. I think this is one of your best reports
Yeah.
yet. And from reading all this, of course, which can be found on our LinkedIn pages or on Twitter or on Facebook, the market seems to be very bullish, right? I mean, there's a lot of good news. Morgan Stanley was talking about diversifying Bitcoin. I mean, it just
Yeah.
gets bigger and bigger. So could you dive a little more into the price action?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what we saw, since last week just confirms that institutions are here. We know that institutions have been buying Bitcoin at 40,000, 50,000 range, and it was confirmed when Bitcoin jumped from that 45 odd thousand levels back to all the way up till 59,000 also. So we are testing around this range. The new all-time high could be at the range of maybe 68,000 levels. So if we see, we've got a few addresses who will break even at some range between 65 to $70,000. So that might happen, but the markets will keep on fluctuating. The whole point is that institutional investors like Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, these guys are discussing of having open ETF accounts, for giving exposure to to other institutions so that they can hold Bitcoin indirectly into their books of accounts. So that is something that will definitely keep on increasing. We'll see that happening, and I don't see any concern right now that we will find in the next few days to anything that the everything looks like we are going to reach that 100,000 levels by the end of this year. Definitely by the end of this year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been saying. And last year, I thought, no, there's no way it's going to be that early. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm personally, I was a little less, well, a little more bearish. But now it's like, wow, 100,000 could really be in the cards this year. There's actually one point that I wanted to bring up. So I actually saw in this past week this Glassnode image that you posted in the report. And it says here the LTH MVRV at 20 plus has been a good indicator of Bitcoin market tops in previous cycles. Yeah. Currently at 10, it indicates room for more upwards movement. BTC was trading at 4,500 at these levels in 2017, and then made a 4x4 X to the peak. Now, of course, not investment advice, but I like the data. I love looking at the data, and it looks like if we are to repeat that, we could easily see it. I mean, maybe by 2022, a 200K Bitcoin, maybe is that reasonable or?
Yes, exactly. It is reasonable, if we can see, and rightly said by you. Not a financial advice, of course. We're not here to give the advices, but it looks like looking at the historical trend. And you know what? In things like these, we only have historical trends. So the interesting point in this graph that we have shared by Glassnode is that the LTS, the long-term holding of MVRV, is still not up to the levels that that we would think that the rally has ended. That's definitely not the case. Not to mention, in the previous bull runs, every time the bull run was happening because of retail investors. This time, the investment is not because of retail investors.
Correct,
So.
correct.
So this is because of institutional investors. In fact, if we go ahead and see the trend of Bitcoin as on Google Trends is not as much as it was before. So we are uh, we are definitely going to see some changes in this bull run. That is my personal opinion. I think so.
Same.
And we will it will be a very good opportunity for me personally if Bitcoin comes down at 30,000 levels, at
Same.
25,000 levels. I'll be the happiest man ever if
Oh
that
my
happens.
God, same, same. I keep on stacking those sats, and I mean,
Yeah,
well, okay, look, a little personal brag, just to whatever. I did take out some Bitcoin profits and got myself a new used car this past week.
yeah,
I needed it. My car is falling apart, but people have been asking me, "Oh, I want to get into it now," and I'm like, "Okay, first, don't FOMO, don't FOMO." So anyway, well,
yeah.
I have definitely other content to bring up, but I don't want to keep her waiting. So please welcome our guest to the stream, Ms. Queen Crypto.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be on.
Not a problem. Let me just there we go. I got your little banner up. So
Awesome,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah. So Miss Queen Crypto, tell us about you. How did you get into the space? What was the rabbit hole moment like that everyone has? What was it for you?
Well, okay, so I was introduced through my cousin because I feel like most people know someone and that's how they get involved. So for my birthday every year, my mom sends me to go visit this cousin for like a couple of days. And I visited him for like 3 years now. In the first 2 years, he's been involved in Bitcoin and he's like an analyst. He's like a market analyst kind of thing. He's a trader. That's what he does. And so I would go and visit him and I would just see like the massive screens that were in his little lounge area. And he would just be sitting at the computer all day. And I was like, this is not for me. Like, there's no way that I can find something that like I'll enjoy in this. Cause he would obviously try and like get me involved. He would try and explain it to me. But those first 2 years, I wasn't having it. I was like, there's nothing for me in this space. I couldn't see that. And so then this last year, like this September, August-ish, I visited him again and I met crypto finally. I met Rachel and she's someone who does more like social media and she offers a very different side of like crypto and Bitcoin in general. And so I was finally able to see somewhere that like I would kind of fit. I saw that there were more facets to this community than just being a trader. And that was my moment where I was like, oh my gosh, I can get involved in this. And so that's been a really fun journey. So I'm definitely very, very new. It's been like just since September, basically, but I've been trying to learn as much as I can. I have a couple of books. It's been hard to balance it with school, but trying to work it in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw one of your tweets. Are you in med school or?
No, I'm an undergrad. I'm doing biomedical engineering.
Biomedical. Nice.
So, but also pre-med. So like that's fun. But yeah, it's a little hectic. But once this semester is over and summer, I'm only taking a couple summer classes, so I'll have a lot more time to actually like read literature and get involved. And I'm going to try and start trading over the summer, try and work on some strategies. That'll be fun, but not yet.
Well, good stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
yeah, like welcome. I mean, every time I hear someone new come to the space, like even the past week, my friends have reached out to me and you say you came in September. Like I love it because I just love this space. I just got hooked and it's almost like I don't want to say a drug, but it feels like it.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So Well, also,
And that's
but
a good that's a good thing. I think you should definitely go ahead and try a little bit of trading, because once you're in that trading game and you've got a little bit of skin inside, so that's when a lot of questions for me, especially, that happened. A lot of questions from it just started coming into my mind. How did this happen? And stuff like that. So that's a great thing. Yeah.
So for the entertainment of our viewers, Ms. Queen Crypto, I share this to you via DMs. Of course, everyone in the crypto world has seen this, but for those that are not part of it and knowing Elon Musk shenanigans, I wanted to play the NFT. So let's all just hear it in its glory for a good 2 minutes, shall we? Well, maybe a minute.
Yeah.
I don't want to drive anyone nuts. Here we go.
NFT.
Waiting for the lyrics to come up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good beat. Like,
Yeah.
the freaking Doge and the gold coins. There you go.
Computers never sleep. It's verified. It's guaranteed. NFT.
So of course, Elon Musk had to get it on.
It's got good beat. Yeah.
It's good beat. He was gonna sell it for what, 1.2 million. He decided to pull it last minute. But of course, him being the memer, our most rich memer in the world, he sold it originally for 0.69 ETH, because of course he would. 69, nice, haha. But anyway,
Classic.
yeah. So I like it, but everyone's down the game. Going off of that, actually, we only have a few minutes left in the show, but. Rohit, I wanted to cover. There's a lot of stuff we can cover in the NFT art world. Sotheby's, of course, got into the art world this week. But something I'm very personally interested today, and maybe you are as well, Miss Queen Crypto, is there is a game coming out called Age of Rust, which is a blockchain-based game. I have the trailer pulled up here. I'm going to also watch that as well. It's launching actually today, and it's using the Engine coin, which is based off of ETH. And basically, it's going to give gamers the ability to collect NFT collectibles in game. So I just want to play the trailer. I'm not being sponsored by these guys, even though I wish I was. But this is something that looks really cool because it gave me on the map. And let's just give it a look. It's only a minute long. So, can you guys hear it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm so excited for this personally, but it shows like that the NFT world is not just for like art pieces. It could be for much more, including something like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had bounty hunts for crypto. It looks really, really cool.
This looks epic.
Yeah. So I am actually currently right now waiting for a guy to send me some collectibles from in-game that I bought for a good price, but that's the only way you can get into the beta. So it's like you can't even pay USD. It's like no. But yeah, I'm excited. The beta comes out today. I'm hoping to play a bit later. But
one of the use case I was just seeing last week as
Sure.
an NFT in the gaming industry is we are playing all these competitive games together, like Counter-Strike and stuff like that.
Right.
And everybody, like hundreds of people from around the world, they come together and they compete with each other. Whoever remains till the last, they win. So maybe the NFT market will evolve in a way that we can bet on who's going to win. So,
Yeah.
that is a very interesting thing that I saw a few days ago, and I thought, this is a moment for gamers who could not make it to the world stage of gaming, because that's like the most epic place. But then they can still earn maybe $5,000, $6,000,
Of
just
course.
because they're extremely good at at their country level, at their state level, things like that. So that is an interesting thing that maybe we're going to see.
I mean, the rise of e-gaming or MLG gaming in the past 10 years has been huge. I
Yeah.
would not be surprised if it happens also with cryptocurrency. I think it's just a matter of time. This today could be a watershed moment. Who knows? But
Yeah.
anyway, with that said, we are almost out of time. Ms. Quinn Crypto, would you like to add anything? Do some shout outs or?
I was just going to say that I think it's really cool what NFTs are doing for the community, just broadening the horizons, honestly, of what cryptocurrency can do and the applications of it. That's been my favorite thing. My favorite thing is checking my news app or going on social media and seeing news articles about celebrities doing NFTs. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, there are people who didn't know anything about Bitcoin or Ethereum, and this is their first thing that they're seeing.
Right.
And they're going to be sucked in the rabbit hole, at least a couple of them. And that's enough.
Yeah.
That's good enough. Slow progress.
Yeah. It's the first step towards the control of the whole world, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Every time I see one, I'm like, we're one step closer to mass adoption, baby. Here we go.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would definitely like to talk about it more, but since we're out of time, what I will do for everyone watching is on our LinkedIn and on our Twitter, I'm going to post an article I found is really useful in teaching like an NFT 101, just to get an idea of how it is, maybe how to mint it. So yeah, for everyone following, thanks for tuning in, and Ms. Crypto, thanks for joining us as well.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So anyway, it looks very bullish, this market, and let's just keep it going.
That's great.
All right, guys. You'll have a good day, and thanks for hopping on.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.